Greetings, Dumelang, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Moshe MC Matseke, and welcome to a podcast called JustMen4Men, a platform made for men to talk, men to have conversation, and for us to educate the young boy who's transitioning into a man, on what to avoid, what to expect, and most importantly, how to react to this tough life.
Just Man for Man.
Greetings to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us again. Greetings, Dumelang, Absheni, Sanbonani. Because of today, you'll understand why I have to say Maswara say. Oh, Mamuka say, oh, Maskat. Somewhere there, but yeah. And then afterwards, maybe Tozonana Mangwana, Fambas Wakanaka. Such things, But yeah, welcome to the podcast. The name of the podcast is Just Men for Men, and we are talking all things men, discussing issues that are surrounding the boy transitioning into a man and later into a father. And today I am honored to have a man who's not just a friend of mine, and I'm glad that I can boldly say friend without, cutting corners or trying to buy face. He really is a friend of mine, a man of God. A very loaded guy. And I must say, you'll hear for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, please be on your feet and put your hands together and welcome with me here in studio, Mr. Emmanuel Kenneth Suwaleyi, all the way from Zim.
Yeah.
Bro,
How are you?
good things. How are you, man?
Good to see you.
You alright?
I'm alright, man.
Quite an honor to have you, I must say. Sure. I think even when we were discussing with Bunny, Bunny is the technical guy, as to the kind of people we should have on the podcast. And when I mentioned you, he was like, definitely, a guy like that must be on the podcast. So you're not here based on the merit favor that I know you know me, or that I know that you talk, but someone else also vouched for you. And welcome, man.
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
How are you? How do you feel? What's up?
Well, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
As you can see, God is keeping me.
Yeah.
And it's all grace to be here. And
Sure.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, man.
I know it's great honor to be here.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
No, I'm greatly honored to have you here, man. And I'm looking forward to the wisdom that we'll be sharing here.
Yeah.
And I'm also actually grateful for the people who are watching, because I know that from this they will definitely get something that they can take home. Yeah. Oh, we're talking about taking home.
Oh, yeah.
You you put a status, was it today or yesterday?
Not today.
Today. This guy in the morning puts out a statement and says there's a difference between a takeaway and a take home.
And a take home.
And then he says, think about it. And I'm like, wait, you just boggled my mind. How do I think about it?
Food for
But
thoughts.
thank God I have you here. So, yes, please.
Yeah.
Can we dismantle that for a few seconds before we get into your personal information?
Yeah. Okay. Man, there are a lot of things to learn.
Okay.
Especially.
No, the takeaway and take home.
I'm trying to.
Okay, sure.
To break it down,
Sure,
for you to
sure.
understand the whole team. The takeaways and the take home, kind of a thing.
Okay.
It's a riddle though I tried to play around with when I had to post there, but mainly it's a statement that says there are things that are worthy keeping,
Sure.
and there are things that are not even worthy. And maybe putting your focus on and worrying about, because a takeaway, it's something that you can literally throw it away.
Sure.
But a take home is something that you value. You know, Uguti, even if you go away, you can still come back and find it home. So you put value on the things that you take home than the things that you just take away. Remember, if you're bored by something out there, you just leave it there.
Sure.
Doesn't make there is no gap or whatsoever space that is then seen when that thing is not there. But a take home, you value whatever you are doing in taking that thing home. You would have actually put, enough of your mind into it, process it. Is it worth to be there? Is it worth to be home? Is it worth to be around me? Can I keep for the future?
Sure.
So a takeaway, man, for me, it's a yes. But a take home for me is
It's a yes. Sure.
But a takeaway, no. It's a no.
Can I put you on the spot for like 2 seconds?
Yeah, man.
Are you a take home or a takeaway?
I'm definitely a take home. Definitely.
Are you by Iki or
I'm definitely a take home, man.
Are you it's by what?
What?
Bakuru.
Bakuru.
Are you Bakuru or are you by Iki?
I'm Bakuru. I'm Bakuru.
No, beautiful stuff.
That one.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So let's get into a bit of your information.
Okay.
Just like general information about you, your name, where you're from, maybe a bit of your upbringing as well. So information about your age and stuff that you want us to know and take home after this. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Kenneth Suwaleyi. Born 1983.
Sure.
Yeah. In Zimbabwe. In a town called Bulawayo. In a place called How Mine. It was a mine setup, so my father was an engineer there.
Sure.
So I grew up there. I was born there, grew up there. I did my primary, secondary education there. So that was home. Yeah, because everything was happening in that place. Then grew up. Yeah, the boy thing that we're talking about.
Yeah. From
being a boy to then a man. So it was in that environment. Then let me say, part of my life was there.
Okay.
Because
a big part of your life.
A big part of my life was actually in that town. Then after school, I had to work. I think for 2-3 years.
Okay.
The same company my father was working. And then due to
So you mentioned that your father was an engineer.
Yes.
So you worked as an engineer as well.
It was then I was just a general hand, in the company.
But the inheritance was like passed down.
Yeah, because that company, what they would do is, if your father is working there, and maybe he then retires, they would actually
adopt the son.
Yes,
okay.
And then they put you in the same system and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
So you wouldn't have to go through what your father went through to gain the
no, there was
to
a door.
earn the position.
Actually, there was a door that was actually open.
Sure.
For the kids.
Yeah.
To the workers who were there, and so it was actually an advantage.
I feel like that within itself is like a typology or a ministry to show that whatever road you pave as a man, your sons won't have to struggle to pave the same road.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We're already hitting a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot happened. Then when you are growing up, you then later realize, Uti, you have gifts.
Sure.
And some of the gifts might actually pull you out of certain spaces. Now, because, okay, fine, I was a good dancer. So I thought to Uti, maybe something would come, maybe in that line of dancing, because it was entertainment.
Yeah.
And I had not discovered the music part of it.
Sure.
Then when I got an injury playing soccer.
So you were a soccer player as well? Okay.
So when I got that
injury. Talk about multi-talented.
Yeah. When I then got injured when playing soccer, then I realized, okay, fine, with that leg, I couldn't do any of those moves and what. Then I'm just thinking to myself, what do I do now? Then I pushed to a modeling fashion show.
Sure.
So there was a company called Nyore Nyore back then. It had, I mean, a fashion a line within it.
Trust Africans to just like name a company like
Yeah.
after what it does.
Yeah. So I managed to be a part of the Nyore Nyore team that was actually doing the
Wait, what does
the
Nyore
clothing.
Nyore mean?
Easy.
Oh, easy.
Yes.
In Shona.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you know Nyore Nyore.
So I was, yeah. So then I was still young though. When that company came to our place, so it had a fashion line that they had. So I managed to be part of it. Then later now they were doing now what they called variety shows under that. So you just come with impasha that they give you. You walking, I mean, on the taking pics and
stuff,
what for their magazine and all that stuff. So yeah, well, that was it. But I wasn't satisfied. Then we were a Christian family. I can't say. Let me start by saying we're a Muslim family.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
But what happened was my mom. She was more into the Christian kind of thing.
Yeah.
So my father was Muslim. So you can imagine the drama that was happening there, where my father is saying, "We are a Muslim family," and then my mom is saying, Tina, we don't understand.
We want to pray in tongues.
Yes. Yeah. So then there were restrictions that he had to put. And then my mom would just, I'm like, okay, fine. When he's not around, we go to church.
Sure.
So then we started loving, I mean, like that kind of, because we were understanding what we're doing. With the Muslim thing, remember, you need also to be very much, I mean, aligned to the language and the customs and the tradition of it. So we were out of it. We didn't know much about it, though our father was that, but we never had him teaching us about how it goes. You understand? But with our mom now, imagine you're growing up in that environment where you do understand the language. Okay, fine, we've got Isindebele back home, we've got Shona. And it is what we are learning. It is what we know. It is what we understand.
Yeah.
If you say to me, okay, give me a plate, I do understand. Without, I mean, a plate is a plate. But the Muslim now, there is the chewa thing and what from Malawi, that kind of a thing. And you need to get to understand what is this and what.
Sure.
So we then went to the Pentecostal church, which was AFM. That is my traditional church.
Interesting.
Yeah. So from there, I'm growing. I'm a boy who's growing to love the things of God and everything, discovering myself in the walk with God.
Yeah.
Then later, I then fell in love with music. And I've got experiences when it comes to that, which
I know it's even like the place of your fame, because people don't know that I'm actually chilling here with a very famous person.
Yeah. So during that time, man, you're discovering yourself. You still have a lot of fear of what you are pursuing.
Sure.
You don't even know Uti.
Will it
Really?
work?
Yes. And remember, okay, fine, it's all about the keyboard playing at church, and then you're enjoying the sound, and okay, fine, you have to join a department and all that. I'm looking at all the department, I'm not falling in love with them. But when it comes to music, I'm feeling something. Then I grew up loving music because of my father. My father loved music.
Sure.
So, you see, so I would listen to what he listened to. And I realized I was good at criticizing certain things about the music.
Sure.
You understand? But I'm young, and I can't come and correct whosoever who is making a mistake.
Yeah, especially if you found him there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I can. I've got that ear to hear, to say, no, man, there is something that is going on that is wrong here. So I still remember at church we had, I don't know whether these other churches have it. They call them choral groups.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
So there was a choral group, and then my brother was the one who was leading. I mean, Worshiper Larigunda. You know,
Worshiper?
Larigunda.
Okay. Is
Yes.
that your brother's name?
Is Lawrence Gunda. The surname is Gunda, is Lawrence. Yeah, the name is Lawrence. So he was leading the choral group. Yeah. So then, we would have the Saturday services, the youth gathering, and then after that we do our rehearsals. So I joined, but I couldn't now sing because I didn't have the technique.
Sure.
You understand? So when people were singing, these other guys were turning, looking at me with this funny eyes, like, what is he doing here? Because it was just a buzzing sound that was coming from me. Like, I didn't know how to play around with my voice. So I still remember
it's not simple, this thing.
No, it's difficult, man.
Yeah.
No, I still remember I was discouraged by this other brother. He's very close to me. He's a brother. I will remind him if he's to watch this, podcast.
Yeah.
I'll just
mention
remind
his name. So
I'll definitely do. I know he's a close brother of mine. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm doing that. No, this other day. So he just said to me, "I think you're good at carrying keyboards." So I don't think he said it from a bad heart. Because true. Because I felt
you
something.
were really horrible, weren't you?
No, it was bad. Imagine. Imagine you can actually tell. You are singing, you can tell. This is not it. It's not working. So I think Uguti with him, he was just trying to bring me to that thing of saying, I know you love music, but
find something else.
Yeah. Brother John Msona. That Saturday, my brother,
he almost tore your heart out.
No, he did. No, he did. I still remember what happened that Saturday. I went home. I got into the bathroom, and then it was a hot Saturday afternoon. Just put on a shower, and I'm standing there. I'm crying. I'm like, but why did he say that to me? But the honest truth about this whole thing is he was telling the truth. He was a brother who he loves me until this very day.
Sure.
And my transformation then musically to who I then became, he was very supportive. He stood by me because now in that group I ended up being one of the lead vocalists.
Sure.
No, you understand. And he was also a vocal, yeah.
Wait, sorry. Is this the group that then became the famous?
No,
okay.
No. From that group,
Yeah.
that's where the Gospel Power group was then birthed.
Oh, so yeah.
Because
that's what I was getting to. That is that where the transition.
Yeah.
happened
Yes.
Into,
Yes. Because now what we were then doing those days after this choral thing, would carry the keyboard like. He would say, "No, you just don't carry."
You're the one.
And then okay, fine. We go to my brother's house, and then when we get there, I think we had close to about 4 names that we tried to work on as a group, and we were bigger than what we then ended up. Being after yes, because we tried what was called Blessed Union. That was a name that we'd suggested the first time. And then we went to Oasis of Mercy. Then
who was coming up with these big jargons?
We just,
wow.
Anyone would just pick, and like, okay.
Bible dictionarians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I still remember of a time then. I don't know what had happened there. There's a brother of ours called Karim. He's the one then who came with the name Gospel Power.
Okay.
And when he brought it, it was
just landed.
Yeah, it felt we felt very comfortable. It's like sitting on that comfortable, we are sitting like now. You can actually feel there is peace now, and I'm not struggling. So it was just like that when that name was brought to us.
Yeah.
Then we said, I think it's working. Then remember now we had Oasis of Mercy, Blessed Union. So the group was big. I think we're close to about 7-8 members there.
Sure.
Then one by one they started dropping. One by one they started dropping. So by the time we got to Gospel Power, it was now a 4-member group.
Team, yeah.
Yes. And then from there things were just happening, man.
And are you guys just just singing, or do you also play instruments in the group?
Three of my brothers, they play keyboards. I play drums. Yes, I do.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know.
I do.
I didn't know.
I do.
Okay.
Yes. So, so we then, because my brother now and I were good in vocals. And then even the other brothers, they are good, but they were specializing in keyboards too much. So we were the main face of the group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So each and every time people would see the two of us, there. But it is actually a 4-member group made up of Pastor Lawrence Gunda, and then Mina, Emmanuel Kenneth Suwaleyi, and then Love Mogunda.
Okay.
And then Godfrey Masinyana. Yes.
Yeah.
So these are the guys who then came and then had to shape up now the group.
And these guys are big there, back at home.
Yeah.
Even now.
The group is just something else.
Sure.
Yes. And then last year I went back because we had a recording that we were working on. And then I think this year anytime I'm sure I'll be returning home also for a recording, a proper recording that we are working on. Yes.
So then,
if I may ask, so okay, you mentioned that you were like terrible.
Yes.
What happened? You were terrible, and then the next thing you're leading the group.
Hey, man. On that one, I have to be honest. If there is anything that we can talk about that is divine, I don't want to say this just to make you think, Uguti, I was terrible. Okay, fine. Keep that terrible part because it was there.
Yeah.
If my brother I'm talking about was to be here, I think he was going to explain it better than, because me now I just, yes. But what happened, it was within the space of maybe 5 months when I then discovered, Uguti, there is something that is happening with me, with my voice. Because after those sessions, now remember I'm shy, even now to be a part of that group.
Yeah.
Because, okay, fine, they're saying baritone, you don't even know what baritone is. They're saying tenor, you don't even know what tenor is. So you can't separate.
Invasion.
Yeah. When you are going, you're just hitting those notes. You're just no. And then everyone's like, okay, fine, just leave him there. So now I'm part of the movement, not because there is something they can actually hear. Even my brother Lawrence, he can actually stand and testify to that. But he then became the foundation of the man that I am today. Because when everyone else was like, no, this dude, I don't know what happened that day when we were singing, because now remember it's a group of male guys who are singing. I'm singing, but I can't even pick Ugut now. It's no longer that buzzing sound. Yeah. I'm flowing. So he was leading from the front. He said, no, there is something that I'm hearing that I want you to. So he's searching for someone who's actually doing that. Yeah. So Mina, now I'm scared because I honor and respect that man too much when it comes to music. So I'm thinking when he comes here, you hear that thing that I'm all. So I then had to mute.
Pull back a bit. Yeah.
You understand? So he says, I can't hear that. I can't hear that thing that I was hearing. What's going on? Sing. I need these guys to follow exactly what I was hearing. So Mina mute. He goes back, and now okay, fine. I'm in my free space now. I'm doing my things. Yeah? Open up my voice now. I'm going. It's like, guys, there is something that I'm hearing. That's what I want. And I'm the one who's actually doing that, standing there. So what was happening now after that? I still remember the day I was crying in the bathroom.
After hearing
Yes,
the
that
hard
thing.
the harsh words. Yeah.
Yes, because I would now do it more often, to just get into the bathroom and like, I don't want to join any other department. I want to be in this music group. So I would now, when I'm bathing, I would try to sing whilst I'm bathing. So the person that told me was my sister. He said, Malume, I love the way you're singing. And I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm coming from where I felt like I was attacked.
Sure.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now here she comes. But what really made me love and tried and trusted what she said was I never narrated what had happened there. So she's now coming to say like, oh, I love, this thick voice that you have and the way you're singing. I'm like, but she's my sister. She can't be telling a lie.
Yeah. Especially because she doesn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I still remember, Oti, I think started happening, man. Then I'm falling in love with the praise and worship. Now I'm singing, because I wasn't part of the praise and worship. It was just that group.
Sure.
Then my brother came one day. He said, you know what? I've been listening to you, Pastor Lar. I've been listening to you and I love, the tone of your
voice.
Your voice.
Yeah.
Can we try and work on something? Then, I'm just trying to summarize some of these things, how they happen. Because then when I then discovered, yes, now I was now hitting the notes correct. The younger brother was a keyboardist.
Okay.
So he came. Now we were young boys, naughty. We just were experimenting a whole lot of things during that time. So there was there's music that they are calling dancehall now back home. Zim dancehall. It's more like raga from Jamaica, but they created it in their own way.
Okay.
So the younger brother came to me and said, but don't you think we can actually do this music? And I'm like, are you sure? He says, yeah, let's try. And then so we were now doing that, kind of music. So each and every time he comes from work, coming there, he's hearing us, doing that. Like, but guys, why can't you then try maybe do a gospel song and something like that? And till now we didn't want anything to do with pausing. We loved
we found ourselves.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. Then we just said one day, let's try. So he came. I still remember we did, the first song was called Simbarashe. The power of God.
Of God.
Yes. When we did that song, something happened in me personally. I felt like that was the transition of me now focusing much on maybe my salvation, not to do with music and what, my salvation.
It was
because
personal.
The message there, I felt like it was actually saying a lot to me. Then, okay, fine, we did it. That was the first song that we did at church.
Cut full.
Somehow I forgot to do my job.
Sound good? Cool.
You can start.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So if you look at what was then happening that time, that song, man, then it started like communicating to me.
Sure.
Which then gave me a different focus now.
This Simbarashe song.
Simbarashe song,
Yeah.
yes. Because what happened the Sunday we ministered that song in church?
You did it at church?
Yes. We rehearsed it on a Saturday after the youth, what that
This
we
is with
having.
the raga feel.
No, it was now we did it in an R&B, like kind of a feel.
More contemporary.
Yes.
Sure.
I'd never experienced that kind of a thing. Remember, the choral the choral kind of setup is just like, okay, fine, the fun music and what people are dancing. But with Simbarash, it was more to a worship kind of a feel. And then I'm there. Now we are presenting that song, and then I was still having stage fright.
Sure.
Then, so I was very much confident in presenting such with my eyes closed. Because the confidence wasn't there then. Then I still remember by the time I started hearing sounds. So I wanted to see what was actually happening in that environment. When I opened my eyes,
sounds?
people were crying, people were rolling on the floor. There was that confusion. The Holy Spirit was just doing whatever he was doing. So I'm now shaking. I'm not so sure. I'm like, what's happening? Because I haven't gotten even like that kind of information of how the Holy Spirit functions and how he does his things.
Or what to expect when you are in such an environment.
Yes, and also remember that kind of an environment and the setup. It's only, to us, it was only when a pastor is praying and praying for people, and then there is that chaos going on and not music.
And it had to be a special conference where a pastor from where came.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I'm in that kind of confusion, and I'm like, what's going on? And then after that, okay, fine, we end the service. We're sitting there. My body, my legs, my body's shaking, and I'm actually confused about everything.
Sure.
Okay. So then, my brother after service is like, yo guys. And me now, I don't have anything, because now I still need someone to help me. Maybe cool down.
Yeah.
Explain to me.
Sure.
Uguti,
Yeah.
what is this?
Like, make it make sense. Yeah.
Then he said, I think we need to be having more of these rehearsals. So remember, to us, we just thought it was just a one Sunday item that we're doing at church. Ganti, it was actually something that was actually
the birth of a move.
Yes.
Yeah.
So remember, that's when I spoke about the other groups that we tried and they failed. But now there is something that is now coming that I feel like, there is something here. I can't really pick Uti, but there is something here. Then after that, it was every song carried its own kind of spirit. Every Sunday you are experiencing new things with every song. And my brother is a good songwriter. I tell you, every song that you would present, it was just something else.
Sure.
So you are there, and then okay, fine, things are like, okay, fine, everyone is like, do you realize what is actually happening, you guys? I think then we grew, we outgrew what was happening. Uguti, you grow to be there when you still think you are here.
Sure.
That's what happened with us. So to us, it was just a group from church. But people from outside were no longer seeing a group from church.
Yeah.
So they are saying, brand yourselves for outer market. And remember also, music is money. So with money, we needed money for that thing to then push.
Sure.
You understand?
To materialize.
So, yes.
Basically. Yeah.
Yes. So now it was like we delayed, but now we had that big name. It was too. It went way bigger than
you guys.
Yes.
Than what you thought. Yeah.
Yes.
Superseded you.
By the time we then realized, how this is what is happening. So we were trying to follow now where the name had actually gone. Imagine now you're
trying to catch up.
Yes.
To how big your name is.
Yes.
Hey.
So when now you're just thinking it's a group from church.
Yeah, we're just doing a new song. And
Yeah,
that's it.
imagine that. And then now we are going to conferences. Now it's the quarter conferences that we're having now in our traditional church. Quarter conferences we're having, and okay, fine, you apply to sing. There and what. We're doing now. It's on another level.
Sure.
And then, wow.
And how did that influence how now people started seeing you? And I'm also talking about, remember the guy, your brother who said you are good at carrying keyboards and stuff. How did this now start influencing the way how they perceived you as compared to how they did before when you were good at picking up keyboards?
Man, I think even now,
yeah,
it's one funny thing, maybe to even explain.
Sure.
Remember, the people who were saying you can't are the people who are coming to say,
wow,
can we work on something? And then you're thinking, nah, of all the people, why me? And then when now you are not even seeing where you are now,
sure,
musically, you're just thinking, I'm just like any other. And no, you have moved. You have moved from that position a long time ago.
And also, how did that influence you? Because, like you're saying, the very same people, the very same people who were saying you're not good at it are now asking to come and work with you. Did that make you that boy who said, you know what, when I wasn't good, you didn't want? Or did humility, or is it now because of how you were raised that you decided to give them a chance even after they did that to you? You cried.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me bring you to something that I enjoy telling people.
Sure.
Despite all we were going through, maybe in terms of religion with my father was just one man you'd love to spend time with if given a chance.
Okay.
Yeah. Full of wisdom. He was full of peace. He loved his peace. So wherever he gets to and he finds it's not working for him, he would just pull out, come back home. He would drink, but whenever things happen there and he feels like this is not the environment, he would come back home.
Sure.
So he taught me something. He said, son, sometimes in life you might be carrying something that these other people are not seeing. So allow them, be despised, let them look at you and judge you based on what they are seeing on you. Right? You only understand later in life, Uguti, it's not you they were denying. It is what you didn't have.
Sure. Okay, say that again. I feel like there's juice there.
You are not denied. They are not denying you. Okay, it's like, okay, Pan, what he was trying to say, you can be carrying gold in your pocket. No one will follow you because they can't see the gold. So to them, you're just like any other.
Sure, you could be carrying a stone in your pocket.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when they're looking at you, you are of no value. And yet you are carrying gold. But the fact that they're not seeing the gold, right?
Yeah.
We just make them look at you and put you maybe in the same level with everyone they are seeing. But the moment you pull out the gold and put it in your hands, right? They are seeing, they know what this guy is loaded. So when you see them now coming to you, they are not coming to you.
Yes.
They are coming for what you are carrying.
Sure.
So remember, now the diamonds and the gold that were in my pockets are now revealed. They know what this guy is capable of doing. So they are coming.
Sure.
So now they are coming for what I can now do.
They are coming for the gold that they saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to me, he said to me, don't shut that door for them. Remember, we all suffered ignorance
At some point.
at some point in
Yeah.
life. So if you didn't know what they knew, and then and you just something like, I know, I don't even care because what. Then when then you discover, okay, fine, they have something that you know. How will you go there when you have actually closed the door and locked it, throw the keys away?
Sure.
So
What wisdom.
he taught me to say, do not chase away people in your life, because at one point they shut the doors for you. Because whilst they're inside, they will see your need whilst they're inside. And you might be the only man to help them.
Sure.
You see? So I had that thing growing up because I had a father who kept coming back to say, son, no matter what happens, do not be quick in shutting doors for people. Some of them you realize it was out of ignorance. Some you realize they were actually being influenced, right? It was not their choices to do what they were doing.
Yeah.
You see? So even when they came to me, that door was opened. And also, remember, I had love for music. So whosoever was now coming to me to say, let's work on something, I felt like it was exposure for me.
Sure.
So
It
that's,
had to do it had to do with music.
because I still remember singing maybe with 3-4 people, same Sunday. This one says, oh, no, I need to do this song, and what, no, we're yes. And that, so I'm not now the guy who's popping up. I mean, almost I'm like, oh, what's going on? So when
Now
I
you're
then,
the main character.
yes,
Yeah.
when I then later discovered, okay, it's because of what now I'm carrying. It wasn't even, I wasn't hurt. Remember, I would still go back to what my father told me to say. Accept there are certain times in life where you are not good at people. It doesn't mean you're not.
Yeah.
It's a phase where I'm looking at you and I'm like, okay, fine. He's of no help to me. But there is another time that will come.
So value is relative.
Value is very.
Ugh.
So we need to work on that. So during that time, I honestly, I'll be lying. If they were to come here, they will tell you I worked with almost everyone who gave me a chance.
Yeah.
And I also worked with them when it came to what I wanted. So it was all because of how then I was actually taught. So my father played a major role, especially in building a man I am today.
Sure.
Because he had things that he didn't love and like. And he had things that he would just come and correct once and for all. He tells you, no, this is a no. If he says it's a no, it's a no.
Yeah.
There are certain disciplines that I was actually telling you, okay, fine, 6 p.m. I'm indoors, as old as I am.
Yeah.
But where did I get it from?
From your father.
From him. He said, but okay, Van, tell me, what will you be doing up until 9 outside? I'm thinking, honestly, what am I doing?
Sure.
He said, why can't you then come back home and sit? So until today, I practice the 6 p.m. thing. I'm indoors. If there is nothing that I'm doing outside, I'd rather be home.
And this was an inheritance.
And I live with it.
I want to touch on what you said about your father. So obviously you mentioned that there were 2 religions in the house, right?
Yes.
Background, and
Yes.
your mother was Christian and your dad was a Muslim. So obviously your dad then played a role in your life. And listening to what you said at first, then your mom would be adamant to say, no. If your dad is saying we're not going, I will take you. Or anytime there's a chance, I will take you. So if your father been that proactive when it came to religion, do you think that I would be sitting here with a Muslim man as compared to the Christian man that you are today?
Yeah, I'm sure it will be like that. I'm sure, because remember when you're growing up, what influences? In fact, let me say, our role models when we're growing up, they are our fathers and the mothers. Those are the the first role models
Closest,
you get. You are here with them.
Closest to relate to, yeah.
You understand? So imagine, okay, fine, each and every time when I was growing up, and I was like, oh, so one day I'll grow up to be like my father. You know, and I loved his quietness, and I loved his peace. It's what I still maintain even up today, to say there are things that he taught me. But I'm also thinking, Uguti, if my mother wasn't there,
Sure.
maybe there wouldn't be Christianity.
Yeah.
I mean, going on.
Yeah.
Because now he was. I wouldn't say there was dictatorship in his I mean leadership role, but he just wanted to preserve maybe the kind of religion where he was coming from, and
Sure,
what he with us,
Yeah.
because we are coming from his loins. Remember, we are sons,
Descendants of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he wanted, I mean, that thing to to continue just like that. So yes, he had a major thing, but I think my mom now would capitalize on the part where he's now maybe going to drink his beer. He's not at home, and
Yeah.
he'll come back maybe around 7, 8 at night. I mean at night. So during the day he's not at home. So who know uthi sambile sontweni?
Yeah.
No one would know uthi we went to church. So just go to church, come back, and everything. So she would do that, and then I realized uthi besides them culturing us, the church did also a major. So it was the major role from home, and then another major role that was played by the church.
Sure.
Right? Which then brought me to be the man that you're talking about, and you're talking about the Christian me, a believer. It was, I think my mom then, okay, fine. Then I still remember of a time, then my father came and said, okay, I realize, Uti, this is what you want.
Yeah. Okay.
The church thing. I will not stop you. Do whatever you feel like it's good for you. Then he opened that door for us later. But I'm talking of years and years. Now I'm grown up.
Yeah.
And I can actually take my own decisions. But I was happy to hear him as a father coming to say, okay, I'm allowing you. Because we had a lot of restrictions in terms of food. We couldn't even eat pork.
Pork, yeah.
We couldn't eat, I mean, there was a lot of, I mean, stuff that he didn't. And then, you know, there is what we call halal, where the meat that you are eating, it should have been done by the Muslims, and you know,
prepared in a Muslim way.
Exactly. So
Sure.
we had that kind of a thing, dressing at home. How do you dress? But over and above all, it was the part where culture was the main thing. Kuyahlonishwa abantu abadala, kuyahlonishwa abantwana. You know, respect the kids, respect the adults, respect everyone, because you don't know who's gonna help you in the future. He had that thing, and I'm happy because the two of them, my father wasn't that kind of a person who talks too much, but whenever he said something, you would feel it.
Sure.
And then my mom played the major role now in everything, because she was the one who would bring us
Closer.
together and say, no, your father doesn't like this. Your father doesn't like this. No, your father, if he sees you doing this, it's going to be bad. But so whosoever was now giving us information more about the father was now a mother.
The mother, sure.
You understand? So I feel like she played a major role now in bringing us to the knowledge of who our father was, and the people that we then became, even in our society.
Sure.
You see? So with that, it worked beautiful.
So what I'm taking from you now is that it's very important to grow up in a family,
Yes.
or in a home,
Yes.
where there's both the mother and the father,
Very true.
because the father mentions the rules, or rather gives out the instructions.
Yes.
And then the mother then instills the instructions, and over time sort of like monitors that the vision is going according to To plan.
I love you just like picked the word that I wanted to use, the vision.
Sure.
And then you just said it. I want you to see something. I think when God was creating man,
Sure.
the part that we then call man, or we need to understand, Uguti, there is a vision there. That was actually, from when we are born, we are growing, we are boys, we are growing. There is what we call a transition from being boys to men,
Sure.
and also from being a man to a father.
Sure.
But during all that, process, you are born with a vision. You then choose to drop it or to carry
Or
it
to
on.
pick it up, yeah. Sure.
It's your choice. And remember, what I'm talking about right now is what he was planting in us.
As your father.
As our father. He's there, but maybe during that time you're like, this Madala man, why is he bothering us?
So many rules, man.
Yeah. And some of them you would actually break them deliberately, like he would do whatever he wants. And then he comes back, hey. And remember, my father would just pour his anger to our mom.
Nice.
And then the dealings will come from our mom. Because my mom would just come and say, oh, okay, fine. So you love seeing him angry. At me.
Yeah.
Then you know there was we had our orchard at home.
Yeah.
And then there was a mulberry tree. That was home. So it grows these good whips.
Yeah.
So she would just get one and then.
Back in Limpopo, they call it the Shambok tree.
Yeah, imagine that, man. And then she would tell you, she wouldn't even chase you. She would like, okay, fine, I need to see you in your room.
Oh, in your office.
Yes. And then you just know what it's bad today.
Yeah.
And if you run away,
You're lalanga matumbu because the backside.
yeah, if you run away, make sure when you come back there is no pap. And you love pap like if you don't eat it, yeah, man, it's actually death to you. Sure. You love pap and you're thinking, hey, also I'd rather get the whips, and then eat.
And then
that was the thing.
Yeah.
So we got punished, and the person who was actually doing all of that was our mom on behalf
of the father.
So my father would just come and maybe walk in a space. He had a workshop. What I'm doing right now, maybe carpentry as a hustling, it is because of him. Right? So he would just come.
Major influence, eh?
Yeah.
Sure.
So he would just walk into his workshop and remember, he didn't want us out there doing nothing.
Yeah.
For as long as there is nothing that you're doing out there, stay at home. Do gardening.
Yeah.
You find something to do at home. And I didn't understand what he was saying during that time. Up until one day he said, son, imagine, okay, each and every time I get here, I don't find you. I get here, I don't find you. And someone comes and say, your son did A, B, C, D out there. How will I say no? But imagine now I'm getting here, I get you, I'm seeing you in the garden. They come and say, you stole what? I'm like, what time are you talking about? Because when I got here, he was in the garden.
Sure.
When I got here, he was in the workshop. So I then picked it later that this old man is actually protecting us from what is... Because 90% of the things that were happening out there...
Let's talk about interpretation. The fact that we don't understand why things are happening the way they do. But later when we do, we realize how that was protection for us.
Men, we suffer what we call peer pressure.
Sure.
Friends. I think if you were to be given a chance now to go back into your childhood, there are certain friends that you drop.
Sure.
There are certain things that you wouldn't want to do. There are certain connections that you don't want to even think about. And people that you met along the way that you just sit and say, that day I just wished I had stayed home.
Yeah. Sure.
Because with what I am saying, things were happening where I grew up. We would just go swim in those rivers and dams, And then people are dying there. Friends are dying there. And then my father's like, okay, I heard Uti, there is someone who drowned there. Were you not there? And you're thinking, I was there.
Sure.
And then you're sitting there, no, I didn't go. He said, you see what I always tell you about? No, we had Uzmangmang stole something and then they are taken by police. Did you hear about that? And when you think, because during that time it's like fun, adventure, you're trying to, there is an issue that then happened during that time, because it was like a bushy kind of a place.
Sure.
You know, so we'd love to go like out in the bushes there,
in the wilderness,
mountains, you know, looking for wild fruits and all that stuff. So with
and it's the adventure of being a boy. It's
exactly.
Yeah, you are a manufacturer. You are a creative
man.
Yeah,
it was so beautiful, because I'm talking of a mountainous place. You get there, you are on top of them, you were seeing everything, the view you seeing, it was beautiful. We loved it. So we'd go farm a bit close to mountain.
Protect my energy from your bad aura. Now my past don't say I be mine, everything I desire. I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get your back, come on, go sit down. I go just para, come on my jigger. I go just stay, follow my dreams. I'm feeling fine, so